peace that surpasses all understanding. Grand rising. Resonance and dissonance, and finding a happy medium. Um, I was scrolling this morning, and various social medias, and doing a lot of reading, and it's par for the course in the morning. Um, Resonance and dissonance, though. And the thing that set me off is I'm a big fan. I got a book, and this is the book I got. The Illuminated Rumi. Okay, many years ago. There was actually a few books. This is another one. The Illuminated Rumi, one song. But primarily it was this one right here. Okay, and I saw a meme come up. One of the Rumi quotes, and this particular Rumi quote. I have an affinity for these books. I bought them. I want them in my house. I want them in my presence. One might use the words, I love those books. I love the wisdom and the feeling and the depth of emotion in his writing. And for a long time, I didn't understand it, but I'm growing into an understanding of it now. However, this morning, as I was scrolling, I came across one of the quotes, and Rumi, bing. I'm gonna see what Rumi's up to today, you know. And the particular quote is irrelevant, but I, you know, and I'd read it before. I've read those books numerous times, and but this particular quote was like that sounds like bullshit to me today. It's not resonating at all, at all. The feeling or the sense I got as I was reading it and ingesting it, it felt very uncomfortable to me. But I love Rumi. I love the writings. So many other writings of his have been profound in my life, and I'm truly grateful for the wisdom, the shared wisdom that I've found within his writings, which leads to my point. Grand Rising. Resonance and dissonance. I love Rumi. I have friends. I have family members. I have co-workers. I got my dog over there on the couch. Resonance and dissonance. Resonating, you identify. Dissonance, you're shaking your head going, oh, that ain't for me. But these people, places, things, ideas, concepts, constructs, awarenesses, we shift. Our resonances are in a constant state of energy, movement, and reflection, and projection. And the point I'm trying to make, if I'll make my point, excuse me, is I am not necessarily always 100% in complete resonance with my dog and my sister and my coworker, the person at the grocery store, close, personal, dear friends, in my physical proximity or elsewhere. I'm not necessarily in 100% resonance, but I love them. I love them. I love that book. the but that one quote today, that one quote popped out, and I was like, no, that feels completely outside of anything, and one might say, well, why, Scott? Why was that so? Why was that in such dissonance? And I have to look at that. Why was that? Why was I in such opposition to this one particular thing of this one particular book that I happen to love? Why was I in dissonance with that one thing? Because I'm not there today. That's not the energy that I feel or I resound with or today. Today. I might have a completely different viewpoint on it tomorrow. But it doesn't discount the other, I don't know, let's just say there's 300 pages in this book, each with its own morsel of wisdom and resonance. There's whatever, 100 other pages. And I disagree with one page, one poem, one piece of wisdom. I don't throw the whole book away. I look at myself and I take that and I go, why am I in dissonance with that? That one poem, that one statement. Why am I in dissonance with that? It'd be something I'll do over the course of my day or whatever, next couple of days, depending on how much space it's renting in my head. But it was profound. It was profound. And I need to look at it. The flip side of the coin, I believe, at least on some level, we're all familiar with don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Finding, even though I've experienced that dissonance in this very elementary form with that book and that poetry, even though I found dissonance with that, I don't throw the book away. I embrace the book. And I embrace those relationships that I have where I may have found dissonance. Like, oh, and that's just, all right, so here's another part of this. My biological blood sister, she has we have opposing views about vaccines. And we had a conversation, and it wasn't an argument, it was a true conversation. Why does she believe what she believes, and why do I believe what I believe? Neither is better or worse or right or wrong or black or white, but there is a based on our perceptions or perspectives on vaccines, there is a dissonance, there's a disharmony. She's still my sister and I love her. And she feels the same way about me. We agree to disagree. We're at different places. Not better or worse, just different. A beach is a beach. I'm on the beach in Maine, she's on the beach in the Caribbean, or preferably vice versa. I'd rather be on the beach down in the Caribbean. But they're both beaches. We just have, not better or worse, just different. And at the end of the day, you hear him over. Can you hear him over there? Hi. He's rolling around on the couch. A little glorious wake-up moment for him. But to take that dissonance, okay, there's dissonance, there's a disharmony, there's resistance, and the resistance that I found in that poem, I'm not going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm not going to do that. The loving affection that I have for that book and for my sister and for these wonderful people who have shown up in my life, One dissonance does not finalize or destroy something that we collectively, relationships and whatever, it doesn't destroy those relationships. In fact, I believe it's going to, I don't see the end game here within this particular moment or this particular thought stream, how it's going to play itself out. But I can almost guarantee you that it's going to bring me to a closer appreciation for that book, closer appreciation for my sister, and for all the relationships in my life. When there's dissonance, I'm going to look at myself and I'm going to focus more. And this is the culmination point of what I'm getting at. Where we choose, how much energy am I going to expend focusing on the dissonance, and how much energy am I going to expend focusing on the resonance? And somebody must. He's in a mood. Can you hear him growling at the window? It's very early, but there's a lot of dog walkers around here, and they're up early. They're probably wearing PJs, and it's like 30 degrees outside. I digress. Focusing on the resonances within those relationships or those constructs or those things that we experience, and the energy that's created when I make the effort to resonate as opposed to find, he's really distracting. I guarantee you there's somebody out there walking a dog. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. You bother me, kid. What do I choose to focus on? The dog or what I'm doing here? We have so many more similarities. I am you and you are me. It's a we thing. And we don't all have to be in the same place at the same time, having the same experience. And to allow that dissonance to actually bring us closer together, to see things from somebody else's eyes. Like, for example, my dissonance with my sister regarding the two viewpoints on vaccines, and why do I still love her? Why? And where am I gonna put that energy? I'm not gonna focus on, well, that's it. I believe I've already repeated that. I've already said that. That poem today was the trigger. I love Rumi. I love my friends. We are not always in perfect harmony and resonance with one another. We all have our own perspectives. I guarantee you, I'm sitting at my breakfast bar. If somebody was sitting right here, and I have something on the television, I guarantee you, if they stood on one of my breakfast bar chairs and I laid on the floor and we both watched the same movie, we would have two very different experiences. I know that sounds kind of elementary and hyper basic, but we would see things in that movie from those two different perspectives. It's still the same movie, but we're seeing things from in our own experiences, our own history. What is going to bring us closer together, and what is going to divide us? We have a choice, and with that, I am going to choose to hit the stop button. I am going to choose to offer you a peace that surpasses all understanding, a resonance that we find harmony with one another as opposed to opposition and dissonance. I am you and you are me. And I believe that as we grow in resonance, we can do some pretty miraculous things with our energy, our collective energy, when we're in resonance. Um, Again, peace that surpasses all understanding. Have a wonderful day. If you're not having a wonderful day, I'll hold space for you. I'm out.